much like the Legacy Infect deck, you know, it is a 4 Noble Hierarch deck that then plays a lot of 1 mana interaction here. Cards like Apostle's Blessing, Vines of the Vastwood, Might of Old Krosa help really keep your creatures safe from burn. That's going to be pretty necessary this game, however. Rudy did start the game with a turn 1 Grim Lavamancer, which is an excellent card in this matchup.
Yeah, if you're backing it up with other removal spells or counter spells, Grim Lavamancer is very potent.
See a Noble Hierarch from Cody. Rudy plays a fetch land here. Does not have enough to right now to just straight kill the Noble Hierarch with Grim Lavamancer, but you see his hand, copies of Deceiver Exarch, Remand, Lightning Bolt, all available for him. We'll just pass the turn for now.
Yeah, Rudy doesn't necessarily care very much about the Noble Hierarch in this matchup. He wants to save all of his removal for the impact creatures, so he's willing to just let Cody take it untap with Bolt in hand and try to fight over the big stuff.
Now, one card he does have to watch out for out of Cody's deck is there are some copies of the card Wild Defiance that are in Infect decks specifically to deal with cards like Lightning Bolt. It's a 3-mana enchantment that when one of your creatures becomes a target of a spell, it gets +3/+3 until end of turn. So it just takes all your creatures out of Lightning Bolt range.
Yeah, there's 2 copies in the main deck here of Cody's list and 0 copies in the board.
Now, Grim Lavamancer will still do well against them. Cody fetching here. A lot of reaction in his hand. Spellskite, that's going to be a great one for him, but he has Twisted Image and Apostle's Blessing as well. He'll go for Spellskite this turn. And if at all possible, yeah, Rudy does not want to let this one resolve.
No way. And it wouldn't surprise me if there was really no follow-up here in terms of a creature. Now, Spell Pierce here from Cody is very nice, gets the Spellskite into play, counters the Remand. But I think that if that Spellskite didn't resolve, you would not see Cody follow up with a creature, because his plan for this game is to use Spellskite to protect all of his small creatures from bolts and Grim Lavamancers and so forth.
So Cody does land the Spellskite, which means both the Lightning Bolt and Grim Lavamancer in Rudy's hand right now are being covered by Spellskite. It's possible that Rudy will just use both of them to off the Spellskite. It is a really good card in this matchup.
That's a lot of resources to use, but a lot of his removal is not effective with Spellskite on the table.
Yeah, Rudy's remaining hand. He has Deceiver Exarch, Pestermite, Lightning Bolt, and the 1-of copy of Harvest Pyre in his hand. The Harvest Pyre in a little bit of an awkward tension with Grim Lavamancer at the moment.
A bit of a non-bow. Rudy's graveyard definitely taxed right now.
You see Cody, second copy of Spellskite in hand. He has a full 4 of those after board. And ready to fight over Rudy's Spellskites as well. He has a copy of Twisted Image, which he's boarded in. That card, a silver bullet in a lot of ways against Spellskite.
Spellskite just one of the format's most powerful, most influential cards.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with Twin being as strong as it is right now.
Yeah.
So now with double Spellskite protection, Cody will finally make an Infector, and that's going to be Glistener Elf.
Yep. Again, a lot of protection here. 2 Spellskites is not easy for Rudy to work around.
No, he probably can't combo through this. It does mean that Rudy can go for an aggro-based game plan, but he's drawn quite a good answer to these Spellskites. It's one of his copies of Engineered Explosives. Actually, his only copy of Engineered Explosives.
You can see the issue here. You know, Rudy can't really afford to just put explosives to 2 and say go, because he knows he could die, basically. So setting it to 1, being able to get the Infector off the table, and then trying to worry about the Spellskites down the line is not a bad strategy.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's trying to twin combo this game. I think he's doing more of the tempo, the blue-red tempo strategy. Going to try to win the game with bolts that go upstairs, Pestermites, Deceiver Exarchs, that sort of thing. Cody makes the attack, and Rudy quickly cracking Engineered Explosives, clearing the board of everything except for these 2 Spellskites. Now Rudy just passing back his hand, still has that Lightning Bolt, Harvest Pyre, Deceiver Exarch, and Splinter and Pestermite. We'll see if Cody can mount any sort of offensive. Still has a lot of protection for any Infector he could draw.
Yeah. You know, but he's got nothing going on at this point, and I think Rudy just might be on a Pestermite beatdown game plan here.
Yeah, Cody is actually at 14. He's dealt himself a lot of damage with his own lands. And there you have it. That is the Pestermite on end step for Rudy. Now he's going to start a clock going. Cody's hand does not have much help here. It is Apostle's Blessing, Twisted Image, and Windswept Heath.
Yep.
So end step, Rudy going to play Pestermite and then Harvest Pyre down one of the 2 Spellskites, it looks like.
He's got to start somewhere, trying to get through these things.
Cody has some options. He can actually Twisted Image his own. He can Blessing or Image his own Spellskite there. I mean, at some point, I imagine we'll just see Cody cycle off this Twisted Image.
He can hold it to try to do onto the Pestermite to save a point of damage at some point. Looks like he's going to do that now.
Yeah, just on end step cycles it away. He draws a land. Looks like Inkmoth Nexus though, and the drop of the turn was Blighted Agent. So now we'll have access to 2 Infectors, but he's at 10, and Rudy, remember, still at 0 poison. The race is 5 turn clocks for both of them. Rudy drawing a copy of Splinter Twin. That's not going to be too much help. Knocks Cody down to 8. He'll pass the turn back to Cody. Draw was Noble Hierarch. She'll go ahead and get cast. Cody goes to attacks. Rudy will tap the Blighted Agent, which just means that Cody activates. Yeah, Cody will go ahead and activate Spellskite, so Rudy taps Spellskite instead. Blighted Agent swings for 2 poison, and we're back over to Rudy. Attack puts Cody down to 6 this turn. This looks like Rudy drawing another burn spell. Now 2 lightning bolts alongside his Splinter Twin. There's only 1 blue mana up for Cody, so Rudy has lethal burn right now, but Rudy needs to make sure that he dodges these Spellskite activations on the burn. Meanwhile, he continues to take damage. Blighted Agent swings in for 2 more. That puts Rudy up to 4 poison, and the draw again is a good one for Rudy. It is a copy of Cryptic Command. He does have the 4 mana in play. Puts Cody down to 4, passes back. Draw was Piracy Charm for Cody. That's a card that can go ahead and take care of the Pestermite. Cody goes to attacks, and Rudy chooses to tap the team draw a card. This does take down counter magic. We'll see whether or not the Piracy Charm takes care of Pestermite here.
I think he's got to take his spot to do it.
Yeah, he does not have many opportunities. And here's the one. Pestermite gets +2/-1. That's going to go ahead and kill Pestermite. Rudy will be left with just Deceiver Exarch in play, but with Cody at 4 and multiple copies of Lightning Bolt in hand, that may just be enough. Deceiver Exarch swings Cody down to 3. Lightning Bolt. First one redirects at a Spellskite. Lightning Bolt again. Cody can pay 2 life to save himself here and make Rudy bolt the other Spellskite.
Yeah, but I mean, if Rudy's gone this far, he needs to do this now because he's never going to get an opportunity to do any damage with this Lightning Bolt.
Right. If he did the first bolt, I think Rudy thought he had lethal and then realized he didn't. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and...
That was another play I was surprised by. I think that Rudy just needs to go at Cody in that spot because instead of going and doing what he did there, because Cody just has the option of playing the Spellskite.
And what a turn on Vines of Bastard with Kicker on Blighted Agent. That'll give it +4/+4, exalts it up to a 6/6. Rudy remands it. Cody casts it again, and Cody Shoemaker, in a big turn of events, takes this game 3, and with it, the match.
Yeah, that was looking like all